Okay, so let's do question one. First, let me find f of g of x. Okay, so first we have to replace g of x by this expression. So therefore, I write f of g of x is 2x plus 8. Now we have to find f of 2x plus 8. And this means in f of x, we have to replace x by this expression 2x plus 8. So this becomes 1 by 2. Replace this x by this expression. So it becomes 2x plus 8 minus 4. And here we can factor the 2 from these two terms. So when I do that, I get 2 times of x plus 4 and then minus 4. Now we cancel these two 2's. So we are left with the first expression is x plus 4 and then we have negative 4. We see that positive 4 and negative 4 gets cancelled. So we basically get x. That is the result of f of g of x equals x. Now let's find g of f of x. And so the first we have to do replace the f of x by the expression half of x minus 4. So therefore this becomes g of half x minus 4. Now replace the x in g of x by half x minus 4. So therefore this becomes, since g of x equals 2x plus 8, I'm replacing this x by this expression. So therefore this becomes 2 times of half x minus 4, and then we have plus 8. So we can distribute this 2 in the two terms. So 2 times of half x is, and the 2 times of negative 4 is negative 8 plus 8. We see that this negative 8 and positive 8 cancel, and also this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we are left with x. So we see that g of f of x is also x. And this means we are able to verify this relation, that is f of g of x equals x. Also g of f of x is also x for this question 1 and for the f of x and g of x. So therefore we say that for this question 1, f of x and g of x are inverse to each other. Now let's do question 2. So first let's find f of g of x. So we have to replace g of x first. That is, this becomes f of g of x is cube root of x. So we know how to find f of cube root of x. And this means we have to replace this x by cube root of x. So therefore this becomes, this is cube root of x raised to the power of 3. Let's simplify this. Notice that we can write this cube root of x in terms of power form as x raised to the power of 1 by 3, and this is once again raised to the power of 3. And now according to the exponent laws, these two powers will get multiplied. That is x raised to the power of 1 by 3 times 3, and this equals x raised to the power of 1. So this equals x. So the result of f of g of x equals x. Now let's find g of f of x. So first replace f of x by the expression x cube. So therefore this becomes g of x cube. Now replace x in g of x by x cube. So we have to replace this x by x cube. So therefore this becomes, this is a cube root of, sorry, this is a cube root of x cube. Now this can be written as x cube raised to the power of 1/3. And so once again these two powers will get multiplied. That is 3 times 1/3 is 1. So we basically get x raised to the power of 1, and this equals x. So this is the result of g of f of x. That is, we are getting x. So and this means we are able to see that f of g of x equal to x as well as g of f of x is also equal to x. So therefore we see that f of x and g of x are inverse to each other. Now let's do question 3. So first let's find f of g of x. And so this equals, we have to replace g of x by this expression. So it becomes f of under the root of x plus 4 by 2. And so now we have to find f of this expression. And this means we have to replace this x by this expression. So therefore this becomes 2 times of x plus 4 divided by 2, and this is under the root. But we have to raise this to the power of 2, or we have to square this, and then minus 4. Now let's simplify this. So this equals 2 times of, when you square this power of 2 and this square root will get cancelled, and we are left with this expression inside the radical, that is x plus 4 divided by 2 minus 4. Now we cancel these two 2's, so we are left with x plus 4 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 equals to 0, and so we have x. So we found that f of g of x equals x. Now let's find g of f of x. So let's replace f of x by the expression 2x squared minus 4. So therefore this becomes g of 2x squared minus 4. Now we have to replace this x in g of x by x plus 4. So we have under the root of replace x by 2x squared minus 4 becomes 2x squared minus 4, and we also have plus 4 in the numerator, and this is divided by 2. And so this gives, can cancel this negative 4 and positive 4 becomes 0, and we can also cancel this 2 with this 2 the numerator. So it is basically under the root of x squared, and this equals x. So we are able to see that g of f of x is also x. So we can clearly see that f of g of x equal to x, as well as g of f of x is also x. And so we can say that these two functions f of x and g of x are inverse to each other.